I think I'm calling them dialect primals.
Okay. Do you want to go?
Good afternoon, folks. We are back. This is game 7, day 2. No, that's not game 7 of the day. Game 2 of the day.
It feels like it's game 7 of the day.
So it's the second game of the second day here at the MRDA European Qualifiers 2019 here in Aberdeen. I am Snoogans, and I am here with
The sparkly Coco.
the very sparkly.
It's so
Just
sparkly.
generally, but specifically today, there is a magnificent rose gold jumpsuit. Just magnificent. So we're going to give you a quick run through of the rosters just before we get started. Today we've got Manneken Beast skating in the purple. We have 004 is Panda, 1 is Flash Bandicoot, 1-2 is Bruce Wayne, 1-4 is Herr Tom Senna, 2 is Uwe, 3-0 is the Spaniard, 3-08 is Gigi Hardy, 3-3 Human Fly, 6-2 Murdoch, 7-2 Sally Breuer, 7-7 K Dingu, 8-8 is Trick or Threat, and 999 is NinjaFlex.Kim.
And for the Kami quads skating in red, we have 01 Hokunu no Kim, 087 Sangul Oku, 13 Big Daddy, 14 Jason Kruger, 166 64 Green Bergen, 33 Bad Periods, 4 Colonel Poulard, 42 Dalakimus, 44 Eddie Copter, 5452 Maniac Tattoo, 6 is Oliver Fist, 77 Book La Baston, and 81 is Brutal Impact. And we have started, and out and in front is Sangal as your lead jammer, quickly calling it against Trick or Threat.
Beautiful stuff. So yeah, points on the board for both teams, and we've had a slew of penalties in that first jam. 3 initial penalties for Manneken Beasts, Flash Bandicoot, Sally Breuer, and Ninja Flex, all picking up penalties in the opening jam, meaning we're going to start with a massively depleted pack for Manneken Beasts after this official timeout. Just 1 blocker on the track.
But it is the Spaniard, so...
Yeah, fair.
The Spaniard dominating yesterday. Absolutely phenomenal blocking skills. Who do we have up jam? Kadung, absolutely great work yesterday as well. Some phenomenal, I'm going to just keep saying phenomenal jamming skills. But, you know, there's skills, and then there's a pack of 4 Kami quads. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're jamming up against Jason Kruger, who also had a brilliant day yesterday, slightly marred by an expulsion for an egregious leap in contact in the second game of the day. Other than that, an absolutely incredible day, really solid jamming. Much like that we saw last year in September at Silver City Cup, again here in Aberdeen. Jason Kruger, a skater that I really enjoy watching, really interesting style of jamming. It's quite simple, but very effective.
Yeah, I think it's quite a good combination between strength, speed, and agility, which is, I think, a lot of it's coming in these days. I mean, with Kami quads, they have quite light, very nippy, very agile jammers. But I think he brings something else to the jamming rotation.
Absolutely. And I think what Kami quads are quite lucky with, that while they do have that, the majority of their jammers, as you say, are quite light, quite nippy. They do have a couple of pivots who are able to take the star more than competently, and they do bring something else. So they've got that sort of bit of breadth as well.
Of course, and that's exactly what you want from your pivots. If for one reason or another the specific jammer that you put into lineup isn't working, then to have a very complementary style of pivot works fantastically. You know, certain packs require certain abilities and certain skills. So to have that difference in your jammer and pivot is perfect lineup managing.
Yeah. and not every jammer is going to work for every pack.
No, no. You can't expect that. You know, and not every jam rotation is going to work against every team. You know, it's a very evolutionary thing to have. And then, you know, and having different styles of jammer is so fundamental within all teams at the moment. You know, there was a point where I think a lot of the light skippy jammers were doing really, really well, but the packs change and the tactics change, and just being really fluid with your rotations is just so helpful. And we have a nice rolling whistle, so we will return to the action.
So just to clue you in, folks, about that extended official timeout that we had, we were experiencing some technical issues and we just needed to reset the scoreboard. So that took, obviously, a little bit of time. But thankfully, we were able to talk you through that, so hopefully that wasn't too much of a bore for you. And Jason Kruger coming around the outside there, picking up that lead jammer with that big pack advantage for Kamiquads. However, Blocker heading to the penalty box for Kamiquads. And Dinku now managing to complete his initial pass.
And Jason Kruger is going to call on that, which means that there is 2 blockers, 1 from each team, left in the box at this in-between jams. Very, very fast packs, very smart play we can expect to see here today. I think there's a lot of people have said that this is the one that they are happy to watch, just because obviously I think with Manneken Beast doing so well this year, and Kamiquads have just come out and done such a great show this weekend. We're just really, really excited to watch this. It is Herr Tom Senna, again, did an amazing job yesterday, is jamming, but taking a lead. Buckler Baston doing amazing skippy hoppy jumpies.
Buckler Baston, very, very bouncy, but also able to really roll with the contact as well. You see him there just coming up to the pack, really not necessarily even looking for the spaces, just full throttle going for the contact at the back of the pack. But he's right now caught up with number 2. Uwe does manage to get round to complete that first scoring pass. One of his blockers headed to the box now. That's going to be number 33, Bad Periods.
I mean, there has been a lot of penalties this weekend, and I don't want to say that that is due to the gameplay. I think it is just that we have such an amazing ref crew.
Yes,
such
absolutely
an amazing
stellar.
ref crew. And they are so on it. They like, you look and you go, was it? And they're like, yes, it was.
Yeah.
I think a really confident and competent ref crew this weekend. Absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely, and I mean, I think it does take a really skilled and a very confident ref crew to also be able to accept when things like official reviews are called, to take the time to discuss the review in question and to be happy enough to overturn, as we have seen a couple of retained official reviews this weekend.
We have, yeah.
So it's having that confidence in discussion with your crew, as our crew heads have been having. But we are into another jam. We do have Manneken in the lead jam position, trick or threat, looking to put those first points on the board for Manneken, and there you go, 4 in the sky from his jammer F. Homoiden.
You know, proving why he got MVP at MEQ last year for Jammers Boss. It's just absolutely knocking it out of the park.
Yeah. And you'd know a thing or two about MVP
I
positions.
didn't say that. I'm trying to be relevant here.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely relevant. For those of you who may not be aware, and I'm going to do it now because I can't not do it. Coco, as well as being an incredibly talented announcer, also skates for the Super Smash Bros. From Nottingham Roller Derby, and they took part in MEQ 2018 in Halifax last year, and picked up MVP blocker for the tournament. So yes, they definitely know a thing or two about tournament MVPs. Moving into the next jam, we do have lead jammer being assessed to Green Barjon. No, that's an error on my. That's Jason Kruger. Just managed to spot the number on the back of his shirt as he came round on a very quick scoring pass.
And Kadung is facing some problems up against those Chemi-Quads walls. I'm not sure I've seen them struggle this much so far. Really trying to push through, taking the star off, whether they'll pass. Yes, there we go. Straight away to Ninja Flex in their trademark kilt for this weekend. Just to match it up with their tops, you know. But as we see Jason Kruger into the wall, calling the points there.
And Kruger with that sort of tactical rules knowledge, turning his body, making sure that his hips are the first thing to make contact with the pack as he called for jam, to try and maximise potential point score.
Yes, but when you've got, was it Gigi Hardy that was there? Or was it, yes. Just going, no,
not today.
Not today.
No.
Basically making an absolutely stellar triangle position to stop them in their tracks.
Fresh jam means fresh jammers, and we've got Hertom Senna and Buckler Baston. Both jammers on the outside now being recycled, so we've got ourselves some negative pack derby.
Backward derby.
Everybody go backwards.
Oh, wonderful footwork from Herton Senna. Just taking advantage of a tiniest gap on that inside line and being given the lead jammer status. And I mean, that was pretty much 30 seconds into the jam.
Yeah. Got to give mad props to Baston. Managed to get through the pack, took a shoulder check from Panda, dropped down one hand, and basically managed to come around the whole of turn 2, backwards crossover. And Baston's now on a power jam, I believe, Coco.
Yes, I think as Herr Thompson, as they were leaving the pack, they had one blocker left against them. So they did a big hit, but unfortunately there was a forearm contact with that. So that was why they were sent to the box. Oh, absolutely stunning footwork there by Baston. Just jumping through on that inside line.
So of course, Senna was our lead jammer, so the jam will run for full 2. We've got 25 seconds remaining. Senna is back on track, and he's already looking to... Big hit from Big Daddy. However, Big Daddy incurring a penalty himself. So Senna through with a 4-point pass.
Very great awareness there from Senna, realizing that the penalty had been called on Big Daddy. But now we have a power jam in the other direction as Baston has been sent to the box for a back block penalty.
Yeah, Baston fully aware of what he'd done, coming on the apex between turn 3 and 4. I had eyes on it as the call was made by his jammer ref, and he sort of put his hands up, yep, fine, no problem, exited off track, and I fairly certainly sat down just as the jam finished, which means
there will be a full 30 seconds.
Essentially a full 30 seconds. So fantastic opportunity for Manneken to try and close this differential. 21:37 even left on period. 13 to Manneken Beasts, 42 to Chemi-Quads.
We've had so many jammers coming in really hot, like, because just so much speed that they are putting into themselves coming into these packs. But it's like so many of them can change direction on a dime. And just unfortunately, with one reason or another, they just can't do it. Accidental contact, but forcible contact. Therefore, sit down.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can say that out loud when I'm playing. Sit down. But I would never.
No,
I would never. You're just gonna watch me play tonight. We have Even Stevens on the pack front here. So we'll see what trick or threat will pull out of that trick or treat bag.
Yes.
Absolutely sterling offense from Manneken. Textbook. The trick or threat, drawing the pack to the outside, and the rest of his blockers just sweeping that inside for a little bit of a space, all he needed.
So Manneken experiencing some penalty trouble with their blockers, meaning that we're sat on a pack deficit. 4 blockers plays 2. Trick or threat struggling a little bit with that solid tripod wall at the front, and Buckler Baston back on track now and making it look incredibly easy, passing the 2 blockers at the back of the pack.
Just a little hop from one foot to the other, slide one foot along the inside line, just as simple as that.
Yeah. Oh,
no. Sorry, trick or threat. You were given 1 penalty. You did not leave the track in time. You will sit for 2.
Yeah, so trick or threat was Buckler Baston back on track. Trick or threat trying to run the clock to get his blockers out of the pack, out of the box, sorry. Took Baston off track, went to recycle him. Trick or threat picked up a forearms penalty. Was questioning with the ref, started to leave the track, did not leave the track quick enough, was issued the insubordination, so that's the 2. Buckler Baston now picks up a penalty, which essentially erases the remainder of trick or threat's penalty, so both jammers back on track, and we're coming to the close of the jam.
I do wonder, though, because obviously trick or threat came straight out, I wonder whether or not they sat the full 30 seconds of the first penalty.
It's very possible.
Yeah. I mean, you lose all track of time in these, and I wasn't paying attention to when he sat down. I'm sure, obviously, our amazing penalty boxer are on top of that. They know what they're doing.
So if you are familiar with your penalty box management skills, folks, jammers work in pairs. Jammer A sits in the penalty box. And that's going to be a jammer sitting in the penalty box. Dingo has just picked up, I believe that was a low block, almost straight off the line, which means Sangalaku is now your lead jammer on a power jam for Kamaquads. Score sitting 21-50 in favour of Kamaquads.
These teams really, really need to get a handle on these penalties. I mean, looking straight at the penalties board right now, you've got, essentially most of Manneken are sitting on at least 1 penalty. I think there was only 2 blockers on there that have none. Yeah. So they really, really need to get a handle on this, and I think it's affecting them quite a lot.
By comparison, we've got 7 skaters on Kamaquads with no penalties. Yeah. And it's obviously making a difference. And I know that sounds, we're not patronising you, we're not anything like that. Penalties are going to have a negative impact on your game.
It's not only a negative impact on the game, it's a negative effect on your mental attitude. The more penalties you get, the more riled up you get, the more likely you are to make mistakes. And your team needs you. So, do we need a timeout for a calm down cuddle? I enjoy a good team timeout, calm down cuddle. We say, it's okay. We can bring this down. We can wind this down a little bit. But I think the officials are having their own timeout. So let's make the most of it.
Absolutely.
Just have some oranges and then find some pan pipes and some
love a pan pipe.
A good pan pipe melody, and joss sticks and candles.
Yeah.
Maybe a hot bubble bath.
Yeah. Bit of patchouli.
Patchouli? I don't know why I said it like that.
Patchouli?
Patchouli. It felt like it needed to be said.
It was the right thing to do. We're talking about people needing to kind of dial it down and rein it in and all of that kind of stuff. They really do. We've still got 17 minutes 50 of this first half.
Yeah. So long to go.
Yeah.
So long.
And if you're with us right now, I'm going to make an assumption that you were with us for the first game. Penalties flying thick and fast throughout that, foul outs, expulsions, and we can see how that played out and the impact it had.
It had a huge impact in the last game. I was actually talking to Eek from Time and Fear, and they had more penalties in that last game than Time and Fear brought as blockers.
Wow.
Yeah, more foul outs than ejections.
Wow.
Than skate.
Wow.
So
that's a statistic for you folks.
yeah. Well, it was an absolutely fantastic game to watch, and also I was in house and everything for that one. It was absolutely like the energy from that last game was absolutely just phenomenal. So and that's my word of the day apparently is phenomenal. And I'm just gonna keep running with it. I don't care. I just noticed that Holly has a different colour wig on today.
It's how she rolls.
Of course. I wouldn't expect anything.
No.
It does look decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, well, things are happening on track. Oh.
So we are going to get a little bit of information about what happened there.
Additional penalty has been issued to 4-4 Helicopter. So they were just discussing that, and they have issued an additional 30 seconds.
Thank you very much.
And it looks like it was a direction penalty, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
So up next, we have Jason Kruger versus Hair Tom Senna on the jam line. Oh, more back with Derby.
Jam and recycle.
I know. I'm not a fan of that, but that's my own personal preference.
It's fair. I think it depends. It's either reasonably effective or it's just utter rubbish.
Yeah, and I think like not only do you have to be a clean, fast, and smart jammer, but your pack needs to know what you're doing. So if they're expecting someone to come at them forwards and then they have to go, well, no, we have to go forwards to go capture someone. Yeah. Like you can't always guarantee that that's going to happen.
Exactly. Well, I mean, we've had some success. Hair Tom Senna has picked up lead jammer. Kruger now out of the pack, did a cheeky star stash. Senna bags himself 4 points and calls off the jam.
Will refuse you points. Refuse.
Denied.
Very much so. Very much so. Next jam is the trademark classes of a trick or threat. I have trouble reading the numbers. 8, 7.
Song Le Coup.
Wow. Glad that I have terrible pronunciation, so I apologize to anyone.
I just really enjoy doing a French accent. I could still be very wrong. Trick or threat is lead, although he kind of salmoned his way out of the pack.
It was beautiful. It was only one hand down.
Yeah, it was totally legit. But you were bang on actually. One hand down, yeah. He's already up on a scoring pass. And he's on a power jam. Song Le Coup is in the penalty box. And looks like we're going to have a jammer swap.
Absolutely sterling wall up there by Benno Poulard. We also have Green Bergen, I think, is there. And Rural Impact. You know, really, really strong wall. Having played against these three, I know it is a strong wall. So you've got Song Le Coup is, you know, nippy jammer, pushy jammer, like really pushing that Manneken beast wall, and your strong wall, just trust them.
Yeah.
Trust them.
So no lead jammer. It's going to be full 2. Both jammers are now scoring.
Still 30 seconds on the clock.
Yep. Trick or threat making a very quick lap there.
And that's Daddy Darby making sure that everybody's okay.
He's an absolute babe.
He's such a sweetheart. He took a hit to the head yesterday.
Yes.
Didn't compete for the rest of the game. But is feeling much, much better today, so it's going to continue.
It's great to see him back on track.
He is, yes.
Well, not right at this particular moment.
As he skates to the box. But yes, we met Kamikaze last year, and lovely people, nice to have a chat on with, and we nicknamed Brutal Impact Daddy Darby.
Also, no Brutal Impact. Additionally, from Polish Eagles,
yes,
men's roller derby.
Right. That's right.
Personal shout out if he's watching. Special K.
No, K doesn't get a shout out. He's not allowed.
Well, it's done now.
Oh.
In Super Smash Bros. And of course,
Kay.
to our very own Cupid, our games tournament overseer, who was also the coach for Team Poland. Right now, though, Dingu is our lead jammer for Manneken Beasts, closing that gap 40 to Beasts, 69 to Kamikaze. Baston going for the outside line to try and complete the initial, but taken off.
Super amazing awareness of when the blockers that have hit him off have gone off, so that he just wants to get out.
Yeah.
At this point, if you are not lead, like if you can take that no pass, no penalty, just go.
Yeah. Do you know what? If you're not lead, go full JoJo. Just get out right now. Just leave.
Well, I mean, just go, but don't hit anybody illegally on the way out.
No.
Ideal. And roller derby is all about an ideal world.
Yeah.
I've just been such in awe of Gigi Hardy's skates this weekend as well. Beautiful rainbow colours.
Oh my god, they're glorious. How have I not noticed them before?
I think
wow.
Just been...
Massive hit from Connor Pollard, spinning Tom Senna around. And I'm not entirely sure what happened. But
track penalty.
Yeah. Pollard has realised that the work is done and he can rejoin the pack. This is Sparta.
It is Sparta. We must stop giving people nicknames. We do. This is the thing.
It's meant with love.
It is absolutely meant with love.
Just quickly, 40 seconds for Jason Kruger to pick up lead jammer right there.
That just shows how strong these walls are. And we kind of got an inkling about it yesterday, but I think seeing these teams at this level, how hard they're struggling, that is just, it reinforces everything that we've been saying.
Yeah. And I mean, I think the last year, 18 months has gone a long way to putting European MRDA on the map and showing what we have. And we know that what we've got in Knights of Discomfort, we know what we've got in Lincolnshire Rolling Thunder, in New World Order, and we know what we've got all up there. It's so fantastic to see what we've got just a little bit further down.
Yeah. And across the channel.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, MRDA has a strong presence within the UK. But I mean, obviously, there's been so many teams within mainland Europe for so long. They've been running for so long, and they are finally getting the credit they deserve. I mean, for a while there was, there was very dominant European teams, but it's nice to see those coming back up and like I said, getting the recognition that they fully deserve.
Absolutely. Nice big jam there for Kamikaze. 12 points on the board. Putting a bit more space between them. 44 Manneken Beasts, 81 Kamikaze. The roller derby sniper strikes again.
On the referee and the blockers.
Damn. Hetom Senna and Songleku are your active jammers. Songleku. Mwah. C'est magnifique.
Yeah. Absolute textbook offense to get him out there. I'm just going to make noises now. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
I'm terrible for that. I just end up making noises.
I mean, I did have to apologise quite a lot yesterday during the last game because I did just make a lot of noise. When Mustache took flight, I essentially just turned into Tigger. I was just like, oh!
I was watching that one from the crowd and very much enjoyed
Yeah.
it. There's been some absolutely beautiful moments, and I hope that you're going to join us for the rest of the day, because as it's shaping up, there's been some beautiful moments today, and that can only go on.
I mean, you can't see me, but I am nodding sagely.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just enjoying being part of this right now. We have the best seats in the house.
We really do.
We get to talk about roller derby. Like, is this heaven? I think it is. That was a big 8-point jam for.
Another 12-point back-to-back 12-point jams for Camel Quads,
taking them to 93, and Manneken Beast are still on 44 with less than 9 minutes left of this half. Look at that lunge that Panda's got going on there. Look at it.
Damn,
the lunge.
Corky would be proud.
We love Corky. I don't think Corky is watching, but we will say how much we love Corky.
Somebody will have heard it and they'll tell her.
Corky's not here taking questionnaires. No surveys for you.
No. Manneken Beast picking up lead jam, a triple threat, picking up a treat.
And that was their sneaky star pass for Kami Quad.
Hokuto no Kim took a couple of star passes yesterday with mixed effect. Did manage to pick up some points, but also faced some tough opposition in the pack.
And there's a lot of whistles going on there. I'm not 100% sure where they're going. So one Manneken Beast blocker. I think one Kami Quad's in, one Kami Quad's out.
Revolving door blockers.
There's a strong duel up front. Baston taking. What a beautiful hop skip jump there.
That was amazing.
Baston doing dual jobs there, doing some blocking. Now that they have the star off.
So Kim has completed his initial. He's up on his scoring pass. Taken off and recycled, but did manage to bag 2 points.
6 in total.
Not bad.
Yeah, but
16-point jam. That's the biggest jam Manneken Beasts have had for quite some time. First points on the board in a good 3-4 jams.
Time does fly.
Yes.
So I am assuming that we will probably see Kami Quads hit the century in this half. I mean, Manneken Beasts, they might come out and hold them to 0 for the next almost 7 minutes, but no, anything
How
can happen.
impressive would that be?
I'm going to hold you to 99 points for an entire 6 minutes and 44 seconds.
That would be quite the turning of the tide. It would be pretty cool. I'm not sure what the tide is doing outside right now, but
Well, we know what the wind farms are doing.
Not much?
Well, we were just discussing, we've been handed these tiny little MEQ stickers that are massively shiny, so we got distracted by shiny things.
I am part magpie on my father's side.
But we've been spoiled this weekend.
We really have.
Like, we've got patches, we got bags from Sport. Is it Sport Aberdeen or the city?
Yeah, it's Visit Aberdeen.
Visit Aberdeen.
Yeah.
I apologize. We got bags, and they've been giving us coffee. Like, you can't go wrong. Just feed us caffeine and
Not me.
Well, no. Please don't feed Snooks caffeine.
Coco can have my caffeine.
I will have all of that. We are being absolutely spoiled rotten. High class roller derby, caffeine for me, cakes for everyone, and
Lead jam of Manneken Beast.
there we go. You are spoiling us,
With jams like this, Ambassador.
Ambassador.
So that's 4-point pass on the board for Dingu. Meanwhile, Kruger's still trying to complete the initial. He does have his star in hand, potentially contemplating the pass. Some acrobatics there from Dingu. However, he does keep an upright, an inbound stance.
There is so much going on. Like, if we pause, it's just because we're actually just
trying to process
this. Like, I can only imagine what it's like being on track. And we're watching it.
So Kruger has completed his initial pass. Dingu snarled up in the middle of the pack on turn 3, makes the options, call the jam. So 10 points on the board for Manneken Beast. Nothing for Camel Quads. 525, and they're so far holding them to 0.
Is my prediction going to come true? Who knows? I'm just going to take this moment to talk about some of the great people that we have today. We have United Skate Shop. If you go onto the Facebook page for this event, you will notice along one of the posts that there is also an online raffle because they are having a raffle for a pair of Moxie skate boots, which I really want to win. And I think you can join in online as well. So even if you're not here, you can possibly win these skates.
Do it.
We also have Dirty Jeans, who I had a beautiful pair of sunglasses from, which I've lost, which I need to go replace at some point today. You can get 15% off if you enter Flyer Mate, which is M8, at the checkout. Have a nosy at their stuff. But like I said, their sunglasses are beautiful.
They really are.
Oh my god, have they held them to 0 again?
Yeah, they've held them to 0 again.
I'm sorry, I was talking.
No, it's fine. I was watching. I was like, people can see what's going on. And I was like, Coco.
I am a prediction. I will cause the prediction.
4 minutes left of the period clock. Another 4 points on the board for Manneken Beasts. Nothing for Camel Quad, still held to 99.
Oh my god, I should take on Mystic Meg.
Trickle threat up to jam once again. Helicopter and Oliver Fist to get past, picks up lead. That's 3 in a row for the Beasts.
Ooh, trick or threat with some absolutely stunning fancy footwork on that outside to get around all of the blockers.
Toy
like a toy girl.
Jake Peralta would have loved it.
Nice. And trick or threat has gotten through for 4 points. Oh, but they're gonna broken the streak. They broke my prediction.
That was sweet though.
They totally could have called it as well. Do they not know? Do they not know why I'm writing on this? It's my reputation. I have no reputation.
Staked my reputation as an unknown entity in a sport that nobody knows about.
My reputation precedes me. It doesn't get very far.
My reputation precedes me. I can't go anywhere in the fog.
Why I'm allowed here is beyond me. No. I'm a nice person, really. So Camel Quad's picked up 4. No? We have... sorry, our scoreboard's a little out of date. So Camel Quad's picked points, take them to 107, and Manneken Beasts are now sitting on 86. So, shots.
That's 4 lead jammers in a row for Manneken Beasts. Dingu racing to the pack over Jason Kruger, has him in his sights. 1-2, Kruger's coming for you, but he picks up no points.
And something has obviously changed on the Manneken Beast bench because something...
That timeout.
Yeah. That timeout has obviously just made a little bit of the... I don't know. Maybe it's the calm down cuddles. I'm a huge advocate of calm down cuddles.
Yeah.
It happens. So there is only 17 points, which is absolutely nothing in the world of roller derby.
Really not.
We have 1 minute 30 left of this period. I'm not sure that people thought the jam was on.
Song Laku has picked up a penalty. I think he was out of place at the beginning of the jam.
Oh. Was not on track correctly.
Yeah, I think he was over the jammer line. or started moving or moved past the jam line before the whistle. Just from, I'm purely speculating based on the series of events that took place, which means this is a power jam. Triple threat is lead.
We have a lot of direction penalties being thrown out here. The penalties for Kami quads are growing rapidly.
Yes, they are.
We have Big Daddy sitting on 4, Eddie Copter sitting on 4. I mean, the highest so far is that the Spaniard is sitting on 5. A lot of penalties, my darling.
Bad Period's now on 4 points, 4 penalties as well.
And there were some fingers in the sky. I don't know what those points were. I wonder if they were signaling, do I get those extra 2 just to take us to 100? Maybe. Maybe. There we go.
Got an official review.
We do. Manneken beats for this one. We will see what they would like to put this on. I mean, to be honest, you've got 9 seconds left of the half. Even if you're just going to use it as a timeout, you might as well. You're going to lose it anyway at half time, down the back of the sofa or whatever. But
the dog ate it.
Yeah, use it or lose it, mate.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this opportunity to talk more stuff.
Do it.
And talk some more stuff. We have absolutely fabulous vendors here today. I know obviously you're not here, and I've been telling people to go upstairs, but they're up, and you can see all their little faces. They are watching.
You can always send your mates.
You could. Through the Derby network, they can buy you stuff.
The Derby postal system.
The Derby postal. Exactly. We have an absolutely jam-packed roster of officials. There are so many to read. I'm sure you might have already heard them if you've been listening. But shall I take the time to read them out? Do you think this official?
I'd love it.
Do it.
We've got time.
Shall I read it in the style of Terms and Conditions lady?
Absolutely.
Anton Day, that's mad. Jean-Pierre Patan, Candy Moho, Disorderly, Eliza Rare, Emka, Ginger Snaps, Halo Jones, Elevator, Holly, Homo You Didn't, Jack, Joke Hair, Jurassic Snark, Kedrog, Crystal Vice, Law Have Mercy, Lindsay Needles, McFarlane, MC, Misty Moan, Popette, Freddy Krueger, Penalty Bok, Polo Kiwi, Purple Pain, Quad Damage, Hogger, Ragnarok, Roland Rat, Russ, Shugs Bunny, Scarbarella, Slane, Becky Lou, Sticks and Stoner, Tarago, Tempere, Disney World Adventures, Tiny Terror, Victoria Velociraptor, Evil Salarant. Your home may be repossessed if you do not keep up payments.
We're not repossessing anything, I promise you.
I will repossess this fun.
You can't take back people's fun, Coco.
I think you'll find I'll try.
They'll try. They'll try. The effectiveness, we're not sure. But yes, they are all of our fantastic officials. And that doesn't even also count in the brilliant people that we've got behind the scenes as well. Sure.
We have a Cupid on there?
He's not.
Oh.
Neither is Mademoiselle.
Opposite us.
We've
got our own little bird's nest.
Yeah.
As announcers here. But we have an opposite bird's nest with loads of important people sitting at a big long table discussing important things that are happening without the tournament. Throughout the tournament, not without the tournament.
So these 3 people at this end, they are our scoreboard folks.
They are.
And then we've got Mademoiselle, who is just our wonderful tech fix everything guru. Evil Teleron, McFarlane, Roland Rat. We've also got Forks here, part of the MRDA board of directors, and normally sat next to them or in their place is Cupid, who is our games tournament overseer, GTO.
They must be doing something.
Yes. So there's just so many people involved making everything happen behind the scenes. And in addition to all of those people, we've then got our volunteers, our green shirts, just making everything tick along. We've got wonderful Tanya. Thank you. Thank you. I'm terrible with names. Tanya sat here doing production for us right now. She's been looking after us all game. And just everyone has been fantastic. Sam has been looking after us, has been making sure all of our levels are correct. Everything from track repair to rubbish cleanup and anything you can think of in between or all around. So thank you so much to all of our wonderful volunteers. You've all been incredibly stellar, and I know you will continue to be so. What we got, Coco?
Manneken Beast called the official review. What they were looking for was an additional penalty called on the Kamikwad's jammer. But after reviewing, the officials decided that they were not deliberately being insubordinate. It was that there was a huge confusion. The Kamikwad's jammer thought that they were being issued a false start, so therefore were yielding. But it was not. It was an illegal positioning. So as soon as they realized that it was a penalty and not just a warning, they did leave the track. It looks like Kamikwads are now calling a official review as well. There's some hand signals going on there, but we will not know until we get confirmation. Oh, we have Manneken Beast got 1 point in that last jam, taking them to 99. Kamikwads sat still on 107. This game gets tighter by the second. The period clock has officially expired, but because obviously there has been an official review caused, and yes, Tom Bowler almost got hit in the face there by the bench crew for Kamikwads. You know, I'm just gonna make a hand signal and slap you in the face. So we will see what happens in this instance.
Oh no, my croissant.
Oh, that was for the croissant.
An official timeout that we had.
Ah, yes. I think they still get flashbacks. Algorithm still gets flashbacks about that. I mean, to be fair, I would too. Like, being goated by the entire Manneken pack is possibly one of the scariest things I think could ever happen to anybody. I think it looks like we are actually going into intermission, folks. So what we will do is we will leave you and we will come back after halftime and tell you the outcome of this official review.
Sounds fair. So, folks, halftime, 99 points, Manneken Beasts, 107 Kamikwads. We'll be back probably in about 10 minutes to fill you in on the official review, and we'll go from there.
Hello and welcome back. We have 20 seconds left of the halftime. I will talk for a bit because Snooks has the cakes. We visited the cakes, and why they're not.
I asked how much they were, and they said a donation, so I just threw some money at them and left with a lot of cake.
It was like, was it a 20? Maybe. That's fine. It's all good causes. So we have up to jam. We have trick or threat for Manneken Beasts, and that is A7.
Songlaku for Kamaquads. Trick or threat is your lead jammer. Songlaku is literally on him.
All of the spinny things.
Yep. Trick or threat to.
I saw a shoulder shrug from the box
Yeah.
as trick or threat. Let Songlaku get 1 point, but there are 2 sat in the
Yeah,
box.
they sort of went, oh. Yeah, I think Trick or Threat was going to try and run the clock to get his blockers out, and then realised that Songlaku had already passed a blocker, and he was like, well, damage limitation. Let's not let him get 4. So, 28-56, 99 to Manneken Beast, 110 to Kamaquads. If we can get some information on what the details of that official review from the previous jam was, I believe it was looking for an in-sub on the penalty issued to Manneken Beast jammer at the start of the previous jam, but we hadn't had the outcome of it just yet. So if we can get that information, we'll get it to you ASAP.
And flying through the inside was Freddy Krueger to pick up those points. And that I'm losing track of numbers here.
So Krueger is lead and Dingu is racing to try and catch up.
And that takes Manneken Beast over the century mark. There is 12 points in between. Again, in this level of roller derby, or just in roller derby in general, 12 points is nothing.
De nada.
Talking quick about the penalties.
Ooh.
Whoa. There are penalties across the board. The Spaniard is sitting on 5 for Manneken Beast, and the highest for Kamaquads is Eddie Copter sitting on 4.
Big Daddy also with 4.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I spotted it just as you turned away. Although, number 6, Oliver Fist taking a seat now. So he'll go up to 3 penalties. And Murdoch for
now on 5.
Manneken, now on 5 as well for Manneken, yep.
And Bad Periods will sit down for their 4th penalty. So coming out very hot and heavy in this second period.
No calm down cuddles at halftime, apparently.
Maybe the calm down cuddles just aren't effective enough anymore.
Nope.
Wonderful jamming from both teams there. Manneken Beast take 4 points and Kamaquads pick up 1.
Just 9 point spread.
It's the second half is going to be bums on edge of seats time, I think.
Squeaky bum time.
That's what I was going to say, but that's fine.
I've already done it once at the feed this weekend. I'm not afraid to go there again.
We all know it's fine. All good. Jumps from the blockers off that pivot line.
Slight pack advantage to
there was a little bit confusion there.
So sorry.
Sorry, we were just trying to process what was happening. A little bit of confusion for trick or threat. The jam ref was trying to read what the OPR was saying, whether or not the penalty was for her jammer or for one of the blockers that was blocking him. it turned out that it wasn't a for triple threat, and they were given the lead jammer status.
But yeah, during the confusion, Songlaku had exited the pack, so was issued lead because his jam ref thought that triple threat had been sent to the box. Obviously, lead was then assessed to triple threat, so that lead was rescinded from Songlaku. Right now, Dingu is your lead jammer. Just 5 points between the teams. 1-1-1 to Manneken Beast, 1-1-6 Kamaquads.
Absolutely beautiful held by Kadung on the outside line there. I mean, just amazing how that, because we know how much power these blockers put into their hits, and that the jammer's going to hold it. Absolutely nuts. So I am in awe. Consider me awed.
Yeah. So, folks, I mentioned it yesterday when I was on the stream with Peter Parker. That was bassy. You may be familiar with the age-old roller derby game if you're watching of taking a sip of the beverage that you are drinking. If there has been a lead change, it might be a cup of tea, you might be having some milk. I'm on Coca-Cola. Coco, what are you drinking?
It is coffee and soya caramel.
All right. We've had a lead change. Kamaquads 116, Manneken Beast 119. Chug. It's also warm. It's August. Stay hydrated.
I've been mum all weekend. I've been telling everybody, I was like, make sure you stay hydrated. Yep. But in the meantime, Hairton Senna has taken your lead jammer status. Let's see what they can do in terms of points.
We have had a star pass as well. I believe Buckler Baston started as jammer for Kamaquads.
But they're having a bit of a sit down right now.
Yes, he had already passed the star. Hokuto no Kim had placed star on head. Didn't get a chance to make any kind of activity with it as jam was called with points in the bag for the Beasts.
So Manneken Beast is sitting on 3-1. And Kamaquads still on 1-1-6. So
1-2-3.
Yes, that's what I said.
Massively exploded the score
3-2-1. 5, 4, 3. No, 1-2-3. And Kamaquads on 1-1-6. So we will see in the next 22-43 whether or not the Manneken Beast can extend that. Unfortunately, triple threat while getting out of the pack was shoot a 4-round penalty, which means that Jason Kruger will be... Oh, no, because it was a star pass.
Yes, Songlaku started as lead and passed straight away. I'm assuming, we talked before during the first half about if you're not lead, you get out.
It's just because Jason Kruger has been jamming today, so
yeah.
I was just like, oh yeah, it's Jason. Wait, hold.
Yeah. And again, I'm assuming, based on the way things have panned out, Songlaku was jamming. It looked like Triple Threat was out as lead.
So just whipped the star straight off.
Yeah, straight star pass. And quite frankly, it must have been an incredibly clean, smooth, and swift star pass.
Just like those moves from Triple Threat right there.
Yes.
Jesus.
Jagger wishes he had moves like that.
Yeah. Jagger, step down.
Even back in the day, he didn't have moves like that.
There's a good nod there, like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I usually get far too excited and then fall over. So this is going to be running for the full 2 minutes, so we have another 22 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, both jammers are scoring.
I think Triple Threat has got some sort of bat-like ears now. Whenever he hears a whistle, he's just like, was it me? Was it me?
It's a bit Meerkat, isn't it? It's like, huh?
Yeah.
Squirrel.
You've got to be careful of these things.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh. We'll wait for those final points to be added onto the board. Oh, Coco!
Oh my word!
It's a 1-point game.
Are we gonna have? Well, it's gonna be a lead change again. Oh my god!
Oh my god! 16-point jam for camera quads, 10-point jam for Manneken Beasts, 132 camera quads, 133 for beasts.
I've had far too much excitement this morning. I haven't even had enough caffeine. I've had excitement. All of it, all excitement. Not caffeine. No. Sounds like I've had a lot of caffeine.
Yeah, it really does.
And there is a tune timeout.
Called by camera quads.
I was just waiting for the hand signal.
As wonderfully gestured by our jam time for this game, Crystal Vice.
So calming. Like you could watch them make the timeout. Right. For hours.
I mean,
I don't think I'd make it do it.
No,
for hours,
absolutely not. That would be cruel and unusual punishment.
Maybe that's what calms me.
But I mean, Crystal Vice, if you've ever thought about, or maybe if you even haven't thought about, branching out into ASMR, roller derby hand signals, I'd be on board for that.
Yeah.
I've only recently discovered ASMR as a thing, and I am living for it.
I think I could put my Cadbury's Caramel Bunny voice on. I think I could do that quite well.
Yes.
Think about it. Slow, bubbling beer. Oh. Roller derby happening right now. People are lining up. I can't really keep it like that for very long, especially when everything is happening.
Especially when Song Laku has picked up lead jammer for the camera quads. There's only 1 point in the game.
And then I go ridiculously Jordan. Everything's out the window.
Aye, man.
Stop happening, I apologise for that squeal at this time.
There's dogs going nuts.
I keep saying morning. It feels like morning, but it's actually like 20 past 1. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday lunch. So we've had another lead change. Let's see what happens. Edge of seats. Edge of seats. So I think, yeah. Okay. So, what's the Kenny?
4 points to 2 in that jam. Oh, more points.
3. So 7 points to 2.
So yeah, folks, that's going to be another lead change.
Chug, chug, chug. I need to take the lid off.
Uh, 135 beasts, 139 camera quads, 19 minutes remaining.
Wow, look at those tight packs.
That's beautiful.
That was a bit of a sacrificial for Sally Boyer there.
You what, mate?
Like, I am your offense.
First time jamming today, I believe. Bad Periods picking up lead jammer.
Which, I don't know, maybe it's just me. It's quite surprising to give Bad Periods to sit on 5 penalties.
Yes, I was thinking exactly the same thing.
Maybe they're like the cleanest jammer in the world.
Tom Senna.
I think it's Bad Periods that gave me the conclusion. Oh dear.
That might have been a direction of gameplay.
That was bad. That was Bad Periods.
Coco has feelings about that contact.
I have many feelings about that contact. That a contact similar to that gave me a huge concussion. But I'm not bitter. Never. I think it actually was Bad Periods that hit me as well. But yes, so we are. So I'm wondering where the jammer was. Tom Senna has actually taken the cover off and still trying to get through. It looks as though obviously they haven't passed their initial pass.
No. We've only got 25 seconds left of this jam. The defense at work by camera quads in this jam is just phenomenal, and they've managed to pull a penalty. Tom Senna in the box now as Bad Periods comes back out of the box to complete the jam.
There is just so much going on.
Did a barrel roll.
Yeah.
It's for you, Shank. It's because it's your birthday.
Is it Shank's birthday?
It was yesterday or the day before.
Good boy.
Yeah.
There's been many good boys in Aberdeen.
Yeah,
Lots of them in pubs. There was very many puppers. There was a spotty boy, which was actually a girl in the pub last night. We did a fuss, and there was 2 Frenchy boys, one of which was a girl. But I fussed both. I touched their bums.
Doing the scritch scrunch.
I did a scrunch scrunch on their bums.
I mean, Panda's popper is here as well, Josh.
Have we got an emotional support jacket for them yet?
No.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Like,
we'll know for next time.
It's my emotional support pupper. Like,
have you met Josh?
No.
Josh.
Oh, can we bring the popper in? Like, honestly, like they could just sit underneath the table right here.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
So, yeah, like I will buy them an emotional support jacket. Seriously, like I'm not even kidding right now. I'm just going to talk about like Cammy Quad's got 8 there, so that takes him to 147. Manneken Beast on 135.
Still only 12 points, and I mean we've sat this differential before. It was spread this much in the first half. The spread did get a bit bigger, but not much smaller until we got down to the petit pois.
Colonel Pollard getting all up in the grills of Manneken, but doesn't really need to because gone. Buckler Baston is gone. Like, how can people move so fast?
Buckler Baston and the jammer is gone.
That was some beautiful offense from Cammy Quad, but they didn't quite count on Ninja Flex jumping in. And Ninja Flex doing a little dance there just to celebrate the...
And the dance was even better because he shimmied in his kilt.
Exactly. Everything's made better with a kilt shimmy.
It really is.
Buckler Baston is returning to track because I think that was the jammer switcheroo, wasn't it?
It was indeed. So no lead jammer is going to run for full 2. We've still got over a minute remaining.
Oh, those moves though.
Those moves though, mate.
Them moves though.
You don't even need a cardo.
I think like Colonel Bullard's tactic now is mash.
Yeah.
I see him going and people then flying. It's spectacular to see.
Yeah. So Tom Senna completing its first scoring pass.
Full 4 in the sky.
Still 30 seconds remaining of this jam.
Oh no, Pollard, you got a direction penalty. Buckler Baston is lapping. Only got 3 for that pass because no penalty. But what we have is Manneken Beast have the pack advantage currently, so they are able to, well, they were able to send 1 offense, but now it is 1 apiece in the box.
So tight jam scores wise, 8 to Beasts, 9 to Quads, 143 to 156. Moving into the final quarter of this game with just under 15 minutes remaining.
I mean, I'm just looking at the penalties right now, and Jason Kruger is actually having a clean game, and now I've put a hex on him. So, for a jammer, that's amazing. Doing really, really well. Trickle threat, skips around, and it's off. Woo!
It's a couple of people in serious hot water. Murdoch for Manneken Beast on 6. Bad Periods for Cammy Quads also on 6. So there'll be 2 to watch if they do reappear on track.
Well, it's whether or not they can hold it for the last 14 minutes. It is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's frantic shouting from the bench. And the bench manager turns around and goes, shush. Shush. No. I make the call. You can shush your mouth. I've had to say that many a time. There's Panda hitching up his shorts once again to get his lunge on. We have full complement of skaters on the track right now.
Well, 80 wheeler.
Text it. Text it. So up next is Baclabasson.
Some really nice offense from the Kamikads along the outside line. However, they had not accounted for Panda.
Yes.
Coming along that straightaway, Panda was just there. He was like, all right. Fancy seeing you here.
We have Kadung is the Manneken Beast jammer, fighting their way through to get the lead jammer status.
Star pass for Kamikads, Oliver Fist. In possession of the star, doesn't get a chance to take any kind of action with it though. Dingu picking up the 4 and 2 passes. My apologies.
Yeah.
12.5 minutes, 152 to 156 in favour of Kamikads. Again, just a 4-point spread.
One pass. Oh, we need calm down cuddles. Like, open offers. Calm down cuddles. Oh, I've been fanning myself.
In the vapor.
So the heat. So we have one apiece in the box for each team. There is a official timeout. MC5 stood in for Crystal Vice. Crystal Vice just popped off to check something. So we will. I'm just going to talk some more.
MC that was on the telly earlier this week.
It is.
He was on University Challenge.
Talking and answering questions and stuff.
Got 2 right in a row.
Wow.
Yeah.
I try and watch it and I try and answer the questions.
Oh man, I felt so stupid.
I've answered a couple, but no, I'm generally like, don't know.
But yeah, I now know why I don't watch University Challenge because, like, I'm not a stupid person. I have qualifications, not university level, but I have qualifications.
But we know a lot of things about other things.
Yeah.
We're knowledgeable in other areas.
I was about to say I'm street smart. I'm not. I'm a different kind of book smart.
I'm not smart. S-M-O-T. S-M, M-O-T, M-A, M-O-T. Smart. My best Homer impression there.
Love it.
This is why I'm wearing a gold sparkly onesie right now. Because I'm so smart.
Because you are magnificent.
So, up next, we have Tom Senna and Hoko Nukim. Who has been given lead jammer status.
I think we're actually... Kim is our pivot this time. We've actually got Songlaku as our jammer.
Apologies, I was reading it straight from the scoreboard.
Apologies, Mesamise.
4 points. But not the 4 points we were looking for.
Heck. I'll be honest, like, I know that we are impartial, and we hold ourselves to a similar level of impartiality as officials. These are both really lovely teams, and I have no idea who I would like to win.
I was just looking for even Stevens.
Yeah. Let's have an overtime jam.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Overtime jams. There can never only be just one overtime jam.
Yeah, because I haven't already had like 5 this year.
What I love is when newer players go, "What's an overtime jam?" And you're like,
"Oh, you wait.
Oh, sweet summer child." Like, if the teams have been even enough up to this point to get an overtime jam, like, seriously, you need to change the rules of overtime jams in order to kind of like, oh yeah, so you both start scoring and you're both really even, so...
I'm sorry, I'm totally going to interrupt you.
Do it.
That was an absolutely beautiful hip check from number 30. The Spaniard, of course it was the Spaniard. Massive, well not massive actually, it was quite a small compact hip check. But it basically bounced Songlaku off track, and it kind of had the knock-on effect to force the call off.
It's always good. Always good. We can notice the Spaniard by their red helmet, I think, and that's what we've been doing for most of the weekend. If you can't notice the red helmet, you will definitely notice by that a beautiful blocking skill. But next we have Jason Kruger. This is a trick or threat. It looks like. Oh dear. Let's see. The differential. It stretched out a little bit, but now trick or threat has been given the lead jammer status, so we will see where that ends up.
Indeed, and he is on a power jam as well. Jason Kruger picks up a penalty very early on before he'd made it past the pivot line, so he is sat in the box. So that's 4 unanswered points for trick or threat.
And Oliver Fist is being held in the croissant, which is to everybody else that's a technique called a goating, but we will now call it the croissant.
Yeah.
You just dropped your slinky.
I did.
Oh. A wonderful producer is going down to find it. Sorry, there is stuff happening on the track. You can see stuff's happening on the track. You're watching your TV. Trick or threat is heading to the box. I'm going to try and find out. Oh, it looks like a forearm penalty. Uh-oh. Freddy Krueger? Jason Kruger has...
This would be a very different game.
I don't think that they're allowed.
Yeah, I don't think that glove would be regulation.
Not at all.
No.
It's got no splints in it, for one.
Yeah, that's the main issue.
Of course it
Yeah.
is. Some big hits. Jason Kruger rolled out of it. Big smiles from being able to take that level of hit.
Impressive offense from Manneken Beasts. However, multiple penalties assessed from presumptively as a result of that contact. It was all over on turn 3, and we do have an infield. Oh, never mind. That was a really nice apex jump. Well landed. The Russian judges loved it.
Like, need a little score, like 10.
Yeah. 10s across the board.
And that takes it to a 13-point game. Manneken Beast sat at 170. Premier Quads at 183 with not much under 8 minutes left to go.
We have 3 skaters sat on 6 penalties. Murdoch for Manneken Beasts and Greenbergon and Bad Periods for Camera Quads. We've then got a further 1, 2.
Some beautiful footwear from Kadung there to stay in. But then suddenly Colonel and Buckler Baston appearing in front.
A wild Baston appeared.
A wild Baston. No, one blocks like
one
blocks like Baston. That's what I meant. Maybe I need some food.
Probably.
And there is a lot going on over the other side of the track. I think Sanglaku got trapped under Ninja Flex's kilt for a second there.
Seen things, man. Just the control, but it wasn't quite enough.
Oh, and Sanglaku picks up a cutting penalty.
Going to live. Out of play.
And Kadung only has 2 blockers to get past in this, and will take advantage of this power jam opportunity. Maybe close that gap down just a little bit more. We have 38 seconds left of this jam.
Yeah, there's 13-point differential, just over 6 minutes remaining of the game. It's another 4 on the board for Dingu. Loud noises in other languages.
Oh!
That was nice.
That
really nice.
Double apex jump.
I realised that I think it's in an attempt to not go absolutely mental on the feed mic and not deafen everybody. But I really underplay things. I'm like, that was really nice. But I sound really strained. I'm like, yeah, best. Really cool. Cool.
We are still sitting at a 12-point differential right now. Oh my lordy. Lordy. Official review called by Manneken Beasts. Mr. Tom Bowler has gone to take a wander into the middle just to let us know what's happening. He's good. He's our eye in the sky, our ear on the ground.
Yeah. So while we're doing that, we've still got 2 skaters for Kamaquads who are penaltyless. That is Jason Kruger and Dalacamus. There are no longer any skaters on Manneken Beasts who have no penalties. Flash Bandicoot only has 1. Everyone else has. Dingu has 2. Everyone else has at least 3. Panda's got a BFF.
Full life.
Yeah, best friend for life. I always used to love making words out of penalties. Yeah.
Human fly has.
Yeah. Yeah. Human fly has picked up 4 forearms, and I think that's a fair.
I think Buckler Baston's just trying to spell his name. He's like BX.
Yeah.
How he signs off his letters.
Yeah. Buckler Baston. Big Daddy still sitting on 5. Greenberg on and Bad Period still sitting on 6. Helicopter still has managed not to pick up any more. He's still on 4.
I thought that Colonel Pollard had more penalties.
So did I.
Yeah, he's only sat on 1.
Good work, sir. Good work.
The beard.
He's got the look.
He's got the look.
Thank you. That's exactly where my mind was going. Bruce Wayne, Hair Tom Senna, the Spaniard, all on 5.
Now I've got that stuck in my head. What in the world can make a bitty blocker good?
It's all about rewriting songs for roller derby.
It's my life.
So we're going to move into the next jam. Coco's going to try and get the details of. Oh, never mind. Whatever I was going to say. Jason Kruger with a beautiful apex jump, picking up lead jammer as Trick or Threat heads to the penalty box. So this is a power jam in favour of Kamaquads. They're at 199, looking to break that century. And that's going to do it, folks. 4:40 left on the period clock.
I did a little stompy thing to get Tom Bowler's attention. Basically, the Manneken Beast requested to have a cutting penalty called on the apex jump that in the last jam. No officials saw anything that related to a cutting penalty, therefore the no call stand, and they lost their official review for this half. And while I've been away, things have very much escalated, as it were. We have Kamaquad sitting on a 16-point jam so far, 211. Manneken Beast on 183.
Yeah, so Trick or Threat picked up a penalty right at the beginning of the jam. He's just re-entered the pack, picked up a cut, then picked up an in-sub for not leaving the track quick enough. And I think if I saw the hand signals from the penalty box manager incorrectly, then picked up an illegal procedure for removing part of his kit as well.
I think it was the helmet.
I think it was his helmet. So that's going to be a minute and a half.
Ow. Ouch.
So that's going to be him fouled out.
Yeah.
Because he was on 4 at the start of the jam. We will, of course, wait for clarification, but it certainly looks like that way.
As we see him skate out of the hall. That was Dung will sit for the rest of that penalty.
Yep.
That was a helmet. So Sanglakur is taking on the jammer for Kami Quad, which is not an easy feat, but does get through to the lead jammer.
Beautiful footwork there from Songlaku, facing some really, really tough opposition. And I mean, we've been talking about it all dang game. Manneken Beasts, their defense is just, it is delicious. Some big contact there coming into turn 4. Dingu out of the penalty box, completing that initial pass.
Slipped under all of the fist. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Is all I can
wow,
say.
wow.
So did Kamiko's only get 4 for that jam? No, I didn't think so.
Yeah,
That-
a couple more going on.
Sorry.
We've been given an assortment of toys on the desk. One of them is wind up chattering teeth with feet. There you go.
Ninja Flex has picked up the star for the first time in this game and takes on Lee Jammer with his kilt swishing in the wind.
Majestically, might I add.
So majestic.
So majestic. We've had a star pass. Hoku Tunu Kim picking up a back block penalty. So this is a power jam for Ninja Flex. So the majestic kite kilt swishing will continue.
He is one heavy hitter as a jammer as well. Gives as good as he gets, I think.
Making the option to call the jam and twirling.
Forever twirling.
Forever twirling.
Isn't it because we both know the same references?
Yes, I've said it so many times this weekend. Everyone's just gone, yeah, sure, forever twirling. And I'm like, okay. And folks, that's full time.
Yeah, we were so busy.
The clock ran away from us.
We were so engrossed in the action that was on track.
Hot dang.
Hot dang.
Wow.
I think even the two teams lost track of time.
Yeah, they did not dare prepare.
They did. Well, they are prepared because they're ready for another.
Please, sir, may I have another?
And
jam?
I think they called that as an actual final score.
Yes, yeah. So we can confirm your official final score. Manneken Beasts 191. Kamikods take the win with 230.
Wow, that was a hotly anticipated game.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, just pure solid roller derby. Good show from both teams. They're having a calm down cuddle over there.
Yeah.
I think these guys are about to have a calm down cuddle over here.
I'm stealing your word. Phenomenal gameplay, incredible sports personship, top-notch officiating, just up and down, top-class roller derby.
A roller coaster of emotion.
Well and truly. I mean, you're absolutely not wrong. Incredibly exciting to see, like you said, what is happening across the channel right now. And I am so excited to see what's going to happen at Champs this year.
I am, definitely, most definitely.
Even more excited now.
Well, I've no limit to my excitedness.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are going to get up.
We're
going to
wrap
let
up,
you make a cup of tea, hydrate. Mama said so. And I hope
and maybe
you will...
calm down.
I don't know if I can do that. I'm not sure I can do that. We have China Fear Roller Derby versus Granite City Brawlers, which will be their second of the day so far, and it is China Fear coming in fresh. So will you join us back at 2 p.m? You even better will.
Yeah, I mean, we probably will be slightly delayed. This game did run a little bit longer than anticipated, so we will need time for teams to warm up. Yep. Do aim to tune in with us at 2. You may see some warm-ups. we won't be a lot later than that. So we will see you here in just a little bit of time. Thank you so much for being with us. They've been Coco.
And they've been Snoogans.
Thank you so much, folks. Bye.